I think the publicity would be quite damaging to us from a sales point of view for future conventions across the country. Our competition would love for this to happen to us.
The Chamber has asked the city to suspend the one-way taxi rule during a 4-day convention in May. Chamber officials don't want conventioneers to have any trouble catching taxis at the regional airport. Now, only Sertran taxis are allowed to pick up passengers at DFW. City Attorney Alex Bickley says suspension of that rule would be a breach of contract with Sertran. He claims Sertran has provided adequate taxi service so far. If the one-way rule were suspended, Terminal Cab Company would be able to compete at DFW with Sertran. But Terminal says it wants no part of the deal unless the rule is lifted permanently. While Terminal Cabs are looking for permanent competition with Sertran, Sertran is already getting competition, but it's not from the ground.
That other competition is known as STOL, Short Takeoff and Landing Aircraft. Bunny Hop service it's called. One short hop and you're there. Beginning April 1st, Metro Flight Airlines will fly these planes between Love Field and DFW Airport. 62 flights a day scheduled, running every 30 minutes between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. Metro Flight expects its service here to be as successful as its Houston flights.
We feel there is a potential of approximately 1 million passengers a year minimum in this particular area for this service between Dallas and DFW, Dallas Love Field and DFW.
What type of passenger would be using this service? Under what circumstances?
Well, this is the professional traveler, the businessman whose time is of the essence, whose time is and convenience is a big factor to him.
19-passenger de Havilland twin Otters carry the load. Powered by 2 turbojet engines, the Otters can take off and land on as little as 500 feet of runway. The flight between the two airports takes 7 minutes, flying at about 1,000 feet. It gets a bit bumpy now and then, and for those not used to steep rates of climb and descent, there may be some anxious moments. But the service is fast and safe. So far, Sertran doesn't appear overly worried about the new competition. Sertran says only less than 10% of its cab business comes from the DFW to Love Field run. More comes from Sertran bus service. Metroflight says it's looking at 3 more locations around Dallas for additional STOL terminals. Bob Serkin, Channel 8 News.